Hello everyone, welcome to kitch&more. We are now in English 7, Quarter 4, Week 1 in the MATATAG Curriculum. In this lesson, we'll learn how to use transition markers effectively in problem solution text to improve clarity and coherence. So let's get started. Before we begin, let's first have a short prayer. Dear God, thank you for this new day and the opportunity to learn. Please grant us focus, wisdom, and understanding as we begin our lessons. Help us to support one another and grow in knowledge. Bless each and everyone, and may we use what we learn to make a positive difference in the world. Amen. And now, to get you energized, let's do this. When I say 1, you say, I am ready. When I say 2, you say, you are ready. And when I say 3, you say, we are ready. Game? Very good. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful! So we are all ready. So, who's here today? Let's check your attendance. Say your name with an emoji which represent what you feel today. For example, Jen, happy. How about you? All right, let's get ready. Arrange your chairs properly, clean the top of your desk or armrest, pick up trashes on the floor, and prepare your things and be comfortable. So here are our class rules. First, respect others. Speak kindly, listen well, and be nice. Second, be responsible. Do your work, take care of things, and admit mistakes. Third, work together. Help each other, share ideas, and be a good teammate. Fourth, be honest. Tell the truth and ask if you don't understand. And fifth, stay safe. Follow rules, sit properly, and use things carefully. Let's continue. Previously, we discussed about expository text and we learned that it is a form of writing that explains, informs, or describes a topic using factual information. We also learned that it has 4 types. So, to review about the types of expository text, let us have this fun activity. Are you ready? Let's go. So, this is what you will do. Say have if the word is a type of an expository text. Then say wale if it is not. Are you ready? Let's go. First, have or wale, sequence or process. That's right, it's have. Next, comparison and contrast. Have. Third one, poems and songs. Wale. How about this one? Cause and effect. Have na have. And this one, problem and solution. Have na have. Very good. So, we finally remember the types of expository text, namely sequence or process, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, and problem and solution. And we learned previously that each of these makes use of transition markers. Transition markers help connect ideas smoothly, making our writing more organized and easy to understand. Now, let's have another fun activity. Are you excited? Let's get loud. So this is what you will do. Say A if the sentence is joined with a transition marker and na if they do not. Ready? Then let's go. The first one is pollution is increasing. Therefore, people started recycling more. Hey, that is right. And this one. Factories release smoke. It harms the air. Nah, there is no transition marker used. Next, number 3. Deforestation destroys animal habitats. As a result, tree planting projects were launched. Hey, that is another one, and it uses the transition marker, which is as a result. Fourth one, people plant trees. The environment becomes greener. Nah, there is no transition marker used in this sentence or in this statement. Next, number 5. Plastic waste is a problem. To solve this, stores now use paper bags. That's right! A! Kamuna A! And the transition marker used is to solve this. That's very good. This time, let's process these questions. First, what did you notice about the transition markers used? Second, how do they help connect ideas? Okay, the first one is, what did you notice about the transition markers used? So, the transition markers used include therefore, as a result, and to solve this. Some sentences lack transition markers, making the ideas sound disconnected. Next, how do they help connect ideas? First, transition markers show relationships between ideas like in problem-solution text. Second, they make the text flow more smoothly by linking independent thoughts into a coherent structure. And the third one, without them, sentences may feel choppy or disconnected, making it harder to follow the logic. So, what do you think is our lesson for this day? That is right. We are going to focus on the transition markers used in the problem solution text. In the coming week, you will be writing your own problem solution text, so you must get ready by learning about the transition markers to be used. So here are our learning objectives for today. First, identify transition markers commonly used in problem solution expository text. Second, explain how transition markers help make ideas clear and disconnected in a problem solution text. And use appropriate transition markers in writing simple problem solution sentences. So let's have this activity. I want you to choose a partner. Then, with your partner, read the problem solution paragraph carefully. Highlight or underline the transition markers used in the paragraph. So here is the scoring rubric which will be used to grade you. Here is the paragraph. Addressing plastic waste solutions for a greener future. The issue of plastic waste has become a major environmental concern. As a result, plastic waste is polluting our oceans and harming marine life. This has led to many species being endangered due to ingestion of plastic or entanglement in waste. Therefore, it is important to reduce the use of single-use plastics. One solution is to encourage the use of reusable bags and bottles, which can significantly lower the amount of plastic waste produced daily. In addition, governments can implement stricter regulations on plastic production and promote alternatives like biodegradable materials. For instance, countries like France have already introduced bans on plastic bags, which has led to a noticeable decrease in plastic waste. Ultimately, these actions, when taken together, can help protect the environment, reduce pollution, and preserve wildlife for future generations. So here are the questions that we need to answer based on that paragraph. Number 1. What transition markers are used in the paragraph? So we have here first, as a result. Next, therefore. Then we have one solution. In addition, for instance, ultimately, and when taken together. Number 2, how do the transition markers connect the ideas in the paragraph? Here we have first, as a result, links the problem, which is the plastic waste, to its negative effects. Therefore, shows the need for a solution. Then, one solution introduces the first solution to the problem. Then, in addition, adds another solution. For instance, provides an example of action. Ultimately, summarizes the end result. And lastly, when taken together, is the one that shows the emphasis on how the solutions work together. Third question, what is the effect of using transition markers in explaining the problem and solution? Transition markers make the text clearer and easier to follow by connecting the problem to the solutions and showing cause-effect relationships. How would the paragraph sound without the transition markers? Without the transition markers, the paragraph would sound disjointed and harder to follow. The ideas would seem unclear, and the connections between the problem and solutions would be less obvious. Now let's try to connect the dots. Here are the questions for discussion. First, what is a problem-solution pattern? What are the transition markers and why are they important? How do they enhance the clarity of a problem-solution text? And how can transition markers be used in real-life communication? Let's answer those questions. First, problem-solution pattern. A problem-solution pattern divides information into two main sections. And what are these? Of course, we have first one is the one that describes a problem. And the second one is the one that describes a solution. This pattern is typically used in persuasive writing, where the writer's general purpose is to convince the reader to support a certain cause of action. Now here is the problem and solution grid or table that shows the definition, the transition words, the concept maps, and the sample paragraph. We have here the definition of problem and solution. It tells the problem and sometimes why it exists and how it can be solved. And what are the transition words that we will use? We have the problem is, one solution is, another way, in conclusion, because, since, this led to, one possible solution is, if, then, thus, therefore. And here is the concept map that can show problem and solution, the problem and solution chart. And here is also the sample paragraph. So, this sample paragraph will tell us something about plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is a major global issue. One solution is recycling programs to reduce waste. Another way is promoting reusable materials to minimize single-use plastics. Governments can also enforce strict regulations on plastic production. Together, these solutions can mitigate the problem. So in this paragraph, we can really see that there is a problem and there are solutions to the problem. Let's proceed. So here is an example that I want you to work on. Here is a paragraph and there is the problem and you're going to provide the solution. Having a cold is no fun. Coughing makes it hard to fall asleep. A sore throat is painful. Try some tea with honey in it. The honey will soothe your throat. There may be no cure for the common cold. You can treat the symptoms though. Here, the problem in this paragraph is listed. First, coughing makes it hard to sleep. Second, sore throats can be painful. Can you provide the solution based on the paragraph? That's right. The solution mentioned in the paragraph is try some tea with honey in it. the honey will soothe your throat. This addresses the symptoms of the cold, such as sore throat, and provides relief even though there is no cure for the common cold. What did you notice in this paragraph? Yes, it lacks the use of proper transition markers. And how can we improve it? For better coherence, we can add transition markers. That's right. For example, it will be like this. Having a cold is no fun because coughing makes it hard to fall asleep, and a sore throat is painful. However, you can try some tea with honey in it, as the honey will soothe your throat. While there may be no cure for the common cold, you can treat the symptoms effectively. So, that is now the improved paragraph. We are using the proper transition markers to show the problem and solution. Okay, this time let us try to apply what we have learned. So here is an activity for you. Your task is writing a problem solution paragraph. So this is what you will do. Form the class into 5 groups. Look at the picture of an environmental problem assigned to your group. Describe the problem clearly in 1 or 2 sentences. Propose a solution to the problem in 1 or 2 sentences. Then use at least 3 transition markers. Choose a creative format for presenting your paragraph. So let's see your talents about this. We have a rap. Turn your paragraph into a catchy rap. Second is song. Sing your problem and solution in a song format. Third is poem. Write a rhyming poem about the issue and solution. And fourth, skit or drama. Act out the problem and solution in a short skit. So ensure that your presentation highlights the issue and solution clearly. After the presentations, provide a constructive feedback to other groups. Share what you liked about their presentation and offer suggestion for improvement. So this is the picture that you will work on. Group 1, plastics in oceans. Group 2, deforestation. Group 3, air pollution. Group 4, water scarcity. And Group 5, wildfire. Finally, we have witnessed your talents in presenting your paragraphs, and you did such a great job. You deserve a round of applause. This time, let us proceed. Let's see if you can do it on your own. So this is your task, observing real-world issues. So here is the instructions. Choose a school-related problem from the list. So we have here A, there are too many students in one classroom. Second is letter B, students are using their phones during class hours. C, many students are frequently absent from school. D, some students are not participating in class discussions. E, there is litter in the schoolyard. So these are the topics that you may choose from. And then after you have chosen your topic, write a sentence stating the problem, and then write a sentence suggesting a solution to the problem, and use transition markers such as because, so, therefore, and other transition markers for problem solution text in order for you to connect the problem and the solution. So here are the sample answers. First, we have the problem. There are too many students in one classroom. And here is our sample solution. The school should build additional classrooms so that the number of students per room can be reduced. So we are using here so that as the transition marker. Next is the problem here is students are using their phones during class hours. And the solution is teachers can collect students' phones at the start of the class so that they can focus on their lessons. And we are still using the transition marker, which is so that. Then we have another here. Many students are frequently absent from school. And the solution is the school should implement attendance incentives because it can motivate students to come to class regularly. And we are using the transition marker, which is because. Then we have the problem, which is some students are not participating in class discussions, and the solution is teachers should encourage participation by giving extra credit so that students feel motivated to engage more in discussions. Still, we are using the transition marker so that. And the last example is there is litter in the schoolyard. And the solution is the school should provide more trash bins around the campus so that students can easily dispose of their waste properly. Okay, were you able to do it your own? That's great. I'm sure that you are proud of yourself, so you deserve a round of applause. Alright, so there's another challenge ahead which you will do at home, and this is your task. Write a short essay on a topic of your choice, ensuring to incorporate at least 5 different transition markers. Be prepared to share your essay in the next class for peer feedback. Finally, our lesson has ended, and I want to congratulate you for such a job well done. Can you comment below how you feel now after learning our lesson for today? Thanks to you. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kitchen More. Till next time, bye!